Hello lovely people, welcome back to password creation video tutorial. In this video, we are looking at how to design a Valentine's Day gift flyer in Adobe Photoshop. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So with your Photoshop open, go to File, click on New, and then we are going to use a square dimension for this one. So I will use 200 by 200 pixels, 300 for the resolution, and click on Create. Then I'm going to use these resource files. So I'll click and drag this. It's just a pattern that I'm going to use over here, and please, I will leave a link in the description box for you to download this resource file as well. Now, if this is your first time you come across this channel, you are welcome. My name is Solomon. Please kindly give this video a thumbs up so that this video can perform better and rank well on YouTube. The more like I get on this video, the more YouTube is going to show to many people or larger audience. And I will also appreciate it if you will subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell so that anytime that I post a new video, you are going to get notified. So from here, we are going to scale this to fit the canvas. Click on Enter to accept changes. Next, we will select the pattern and we are going to reduce the opacity of the pattern so that it doesn't get too much at the background. So I'll reduce the opacity to maybe 50%. Just type in 50% over here and you are going to have it as you want it. Next, I'll go to my resource files. Click and drag your picture man into the scene. Scale it until you are satisfied with the results, and then I'll position mine here. Click on Enter to accept changes. Then with the help of the rectangle tool, I'm going to draw a rectangle to fill over here. So what I'm going to do with this is that I'm going to type in the date, the time, the venue, everything under here. So I will change this one to a white background. Just double click on the thumbnail and select your color. Next, I'll bring in my gift box, scale it to fit the way I want it, or scale it until you're happy with the final result. And by the way, I downloaded this item from png.com. So if you want to download very smooth and very high resolution image like this one, you can check png.com and you can download some as well. So scale it until you're happy with the final result. Next, I'll add my gift box. So this is a gift box that I'm going to add. Scale it until you're happy with the final result, and then I'll position this one over here just near to my pasta. Click on Enter to accept changes, and I'm going to bring in my last box that I'm going to use. I'll scale this box down until I'm happy with the final result. Place it over here. Click on Enter to accept changes. Manually position it until you're happy with it. And then from here, I'm going to add my text. So with my text, I have it typed here. So please, you can add your own text. By the way, I'm going to use this simple text. So I have copied it with the help of the text tool. Just click once on the canvas, Ctrl V to paste, then Ctrl A to select everything, and I'm going to use Open Sans font. So if you have been following me on this channel, you will notice that I love using this font a lot. Almost all my designs, I try to apply this font because I love how it looks and it always makes my work perfect, like how I want it to be. Next, I'll align this one to the center. So to make sure this one is aligned to the center, first of all, select the move tool, then move up here and you are going to see select. Then you will see select all. Click on that. And you are going to see that we have something around this artboard. And you get the option at the top to align this one to the center. Click on this to align to the center. Then go to select and deselect. Then please, you can notice the shortcut over here, Mostly I love using the shortcut Ctrl A to select and Ctrl D to deselect. Alright, next I will position this one, and then I'm going to scale this one a little down because it's too much for me. I'll grab my next text, and then I'm going to make a duplicate of this. So to make the duplicate, hold on Ctrl or Option, click and drag to make the duplicate, and then select the text tool, highlight all, and then replace the text. Then from here, I'll change this one from bold to extra bold because I want it to look bold or strong. Then from here, Ctrl A to select all, align this one to the center as we already discussed this one. Next, with the help of my text tool, I'm going to add another text. And with this one, I'm going to use a font called Best Life. Ctrl A to select everything and align this one to the center. Then I'm going to scale this one. When you are happy with the final result, click on Enter to accept changes. Select your text and position them until you are happy with the final result. And you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to either move it up, down, left or side. Any way that you want it is okay. Next, I'm going to add the date, the time, and the other details as well. So from here, I'll select my rectangle tool, draw a rectangle. Then I'll zoom in, and I'm going to use this to round the corners of the rectangle. So click to round the corners and position this one here. And since this one is a Valentine flyer, I'm going to change this one to red as well. So I'll make a copy of the red here. I have copied the name. With the help of the text tool, I'll add the name. Change the color to white so that this can be seen, and I will change the weight of the font to maybe regular and reduce the size as well. So I'll select both of these. So first of all, I'll select the rectangle. Then with the help of Control or Command, I'll select the next one, and I'm going to get this option at the top to align center. So I'll just click on this and click on this, and it will be aligned at the center for me. Next, I'll add the date. So with the date, I have it already typed here. Copy, text to Ctrl V to paste, Ctrl A to select everything. I'll click on this, and then I'm going to change the color to red, and I'll position this one here. And I want to throw more light on the 14th February, so I'll select only that, and I'll change the font to bold, or you can even go extra bold. Click on Enter or the Move tool to accept changes, and I'll position it over here. Then from here, I'll go to my source files, and I have this date icon, so I'll click and drag this into Photoshop. Scale it all the way down. Click on Enter to accept changes. Position it how you want it, and then scale it to your satisfaction. When you are okay with it, click on Enter to accept changes. Go to Effects over here, and we are going to add a color overlay. So click on this, add a color overlay. And with the color overlay, I'll go with red. So I'll make a sample color from here. Click on that, and boom, we have this one. So what I can do to make my work easier for me is that I'll just right click on this and you see copy layer style. So I have copied the color on this. So next I'll bring in my time icon. So I'll also scale this one down as we did for the first one. Click on enter to accept changes. Then I'll zoom in. So to zoom in, Control plus to zoom in and Control minus to zoom out. So from here with the time layer selected, right click on it and you will see paste layer style. Click on that and we are going to paste the red effect on this. So from here I'm going to make a copy of this date, and then I'm going to replace these details as well. So 7 p.m. copy, text to paste, click on enter to accept changes. Then I'll bring this one a little closer. Next I'm going to bring in the venue icons. So the venue for this program is WhatsApp, so I'm going to use venue and WhatsApp icon together. Click and drag this one into Photoshop. I will then scale it down. Click on enter to accept changes. Next, I'll make a copy of the time and then I'm going to replace the venue details over here. So I'll go and copy this and then I'm going to replace the text. So here is the text. So I'm going to click on enter to break it and then Ctrl A to select everything. Open your character panel. If you don't have it, go to window and you will see character. Click on it and it's going to open for you. Then I'm going to change this one from the number that I have here to 15 so that it brings it together, or it brings it closer to the first text. Then I'm going to align this one to left, or better still, let me align this one to center and position it how I want it. Next, click on the mark to accept changes and then I'm going to position this one over here. Next, from here with the help of the rectangle tool, I'll draw a rectangle around this. Then I'm going to bring this one down. So that I can see the text that I have written. Next, I'm going to select the text and reduce the size of it to maybe 12 points. Then I'll also reduce the size of this shape. And then I'll double click on this one and I'll make a sample color from the WhatsApp. So I want it to look like a WhatsApp and change this one also to white so that this one can be seen well. So if you notice from the WhatsApp icon, you can see we have green background and a white on it, which shows the icon on the green background very well. So I have to apply the same technique here. Change this one from extra bold to normal bold and then add the WhatsApp icon. We can scale this one a little up like this. Next, we can notice from here that this one and this one is almost together. So to separate it, I'll select the WhatsApp icon, go to FX, add the drop shadow, so that the drop shadow is going to help to differentiate between the two icons. And you can see it did exactly that. So you can notice the settings over here. So I won't change the settings, just that maybe I'll increase the opacity a little bit to maybe 50 or 49. Click on OK to accept changes. And then I'll paste the layer style on on this icon, and then I'll bring this one also closer to this, scale it a little bit up, Ctrl O to fit the design 100% on your screen, and then I can move the image a little bit up just like this. And you can see just in few steps you have been able to design this with ease. Thank you very much for joining me on this section. Let's thank our sponsor for today's video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online platform which have a premium classes for anyone who is curious on learning new stuff. So if you really want to learn new stuff, I recommend you using the link in the description below to get 1 month free premium classes to enjoy and improve your creativity. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, peace. Also check your screen, the other video we've picked for you to enjoy next. We love you.